Live and local. This is Fox 7 Austin News.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. The Texas State Preservation Board unanimously voted to remove a controversial Confederate plaque at the state capitol.
The plaque could be taken down as early as today. The Children of the Confederacy Creed plaque was put up back in 1959. Wording on it rejects slavery as an underlying cause of the Civil War. State Representative Eric Johnson started calling for the removal more than a year ago. Governor Greg Abbott, as well as the new Texas House Speaker Dennis. The partial government shutdown is now tied for the longest in U.S. history, and negotiations are at a standstill.
And the president is back in Washington today after a visit to the U.S.-Mexico border. But the question is, are we any closer to a compromise? Fox News correspondent Lauren Blanchard is in Washington with more.
World War II veteran Richard Overton will be remembered today after passing away at the age of 112. Memorial services start with a public viewing that's happening right now until 6 this evening at the Cook Walden Funeral Home on North Lamar. After that, his funeral will be held tomorrow morning at 11 at Shoreline Church in North Austin. From there, the community is invited to a public burial at the Texas State Cemetery in East Austin at 2 o'clock. It's now been 17 years since Rachel Cook went out for a jog and never returned home. The then 19-year-old was home from college visiting her parents in Georgetown. A witness reported seeing her 200 yards from her parents' home that morning, but hasn't been seen since. The case began to grow cold until 2017 when the FBI joined the Williamson County Sheriff's Office in the investigation. Last April, a white Pontiac Trans Am was recovered from the Dallas area with DNA evidence found inside. Yesterday, on the anniversary of Rachel's disappearance, members of the community and law enforcement joined the Cook family outside the Williamson County Courthouse for a vigil. There's a $50,000 reward for information leading to Rachel's location. If you know anything about this case, call the Williamson County Sheriff's Office. A 13-year-old Wisconsin girl who disappeared after someone broke into her home and killed her parents is safe. Last night, police announced the young teen was found alive. The Barron County Sheriff's Office says Jamie Kloss was found in a tiny town about 40 miles south of Lake Superior yesterday. Police say they have a suspect in custody but won't give any more details until a news conference, which is planned for later today. Jamie disappeared on October 15th. She was taken to a hospital and will later be reunited with her family.
You're watching Fox 7 Austin News at noon.
New government data shows a broken immigration system could be causing problems in another social area, marriages between adults and minors. The Associated Press says thousands of adult-adolescent relationships were approved in the United States over the past decade. Such approvals are legal here in the country because the Immigration and Nationality Act does not set minimum age requirements, making it possible for marriages between adults and kids, some even younger than 13 years old. Some arrangements are actually forced marriages that began in other countries and continue in the United States. According to the data requested by the Senate Homeland Security Committee in 2017, there were more than 5,000 cases of adults petitioning on behalf of minors and nearly 3,000 examples of minors seeking to bring in older spouses or fiancés. In other health news, the Food and Drug Administration is cutting down on domestic food inspections because of the government shutdown. The FDA commissioner says the agency will still inspect foreign food. He says high-risk facilities like places dealing with canned food, seafood, certain cheeses, and other products will continue to be inspected. The CDC says more and more middle-aged women are dying of drug overdoses. A new report is showing that the death rate in women between the ages of 30 and 64 rose 260% from 1999 to 2017. The agency also looked into the types of drugs involved. It says drugs used to treat anxiety saw huge increases in overdose. Well, too much social media can be the cause of poor decision making. A new study by Michigan State University is finding a correlation between problematic social media use and poor decision making. Using social media can make you mimic the behaviors associated with substance addiction. The study finds the less people use social media, the better they were at performing a decision-making task.
We're out of time. That's how we leave you. Next news comes your way at 5 o'clock.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Get your local news on your time at fox7austin.com. Sponsored by ABC Home and Commercial Services. Cool weather is here. For heating services and repair, call ABC.